Who likes chicken? Today we're going to take a seasoning that's in almost everyone's pantry, Old Bay, and make a chicken on the rotisserie. Two sticks of butter. I melted it in the microwave. Then we took some of this Old Bay seasoning and I put 2 tablespoons in with this 2 sticks of butter. We melted it, as I mentioned, in the microwave and let it cool down so that we can inject this chicken. Now, what I've done on the chicken, you can see, is I just tied up the wings so they're not flopping around on this rotisserie. And then I also tied up the legs, same reason, so they're not flopping around. There was some extra fat here, just trimmed it off, okay? So, what we're going to do now is take this little injector with our butter and our Old Bay seasoning. Okay. Then we're just going to go into this chicken, you know, every inch or so, and inject some. And when I get it all injected, we'll be right back, and I'll show you how we're going to get this guy over on, or get it seasoned and get it on the rotisserie. Now what I'm going to do is just take a little bit of this leftover butter. I'm just going to kind of use this as a binder, if you will. Okay. Just rub this down over this chicken. It doesn't require a lot. Okay. Okay, now let me get this glove off because it's messy. Now we're just going to come in with our Old Bay seasoning. And actually, I'm going to tell you from experience, you may want to wait till you get this on the rotisserie because some of it's going to come off. But I've already started, so we'll just touch it up when we get it on this rotisserie. Now, you know, it depends on how spicy you want it. Will determine how much Old Bay seasoning you put on. You can see, I mean, I don't know how much, I'm not measuring it. But we're just going to cover it up here. Alright, now let's get these things out of the way and we'll get on the rotisserie. Okay, just got this rotisserie guy here. Got a sticker in there. Yeah, looks like I didn't have that end undone. Okay, got her all nice and tight. I don't know, we may need to adjust it once we get it on the grill. We'll soon find out. Okay, but you can see tying it up keeps it from flopping all over the place when it's spinning around. Alright, so hopefully my elbows aren't in your way. I just want to see which way this guy is going to... Actually, what we can do is pull this out like so to see which way it's naturally going to sit, so I know where to put this counterweight. Okay, about right there. So, again, I don't know how to get this on here without my elbows getting in your way. I apologize. Okay, now we'll get this in our rotisserie. Did a pretty good job of getting it on there in the center. That's close enough. And now, just going to touch it up with a little bit of that seasoning as it does this first spin. I've got this grill set to 400 degrees. Not too bad on that side. As soon as it gets over, I'll season this other side. The center is turned off. Each end is turned on, and then as you can see, I've got the drip pan there. Busy talking and forgot to season it. Okay, so let me just finish seasoning this guy up. Okay. We're going to close it, and I'll check on it in about 30 or 40 minutes. It's been right at 1 hour on the spot. Now let's check the temperature on this guy. Okay. 157, 158, 150, 160, right around 160 there. Wow, 170 there. How can it be such a big difference? Just an inch away. 170. 169. I think that first reading just wasn't right. 170. I'm going to get this guy off of here. Right around what we want for a whole chicken. Right around 170. You could even pull it at 165. Of course, you want to be careful, right? This spit is quite hot. I'm just going to let this guy sit here for about 10 minutes. And then we'll take it off the spit and give it a try. And we've let this guy rest here about 10 minutes. Okay. Okay, let's get this guy up like this. Okay. There's our chicken. We'll cut these strings off now, obviously. Oh, does this chicken smell good? I can tell you that. Let's give this guy a try. Okay, we're going to cut into it here. Hopefully you can see okay. It is super, super juicy. I mean tender. Look at that. Okay, juice everywhere. Alright. Can you see that? I mean, it is one juicy chicken. Let's give this guy a try. Alright, so I rarely use Obey, right? I had to try it. I can see why it is such a popular seasoning. Great, great flavor with this chicken. Any rotisserie chicken I've ever cooked has always been super moist. Just to clarify, I did not brine this last night. I know I always tell you guys brine, brine, brine. The only time I skip or potentially skip the brine is when I'm doing rotisserie. There's something magical with rotisserie that makes everything stay moist. Just look at that. Can you see that? It's just full of moisture, full of flavor. Hey, if you're not a subscriber already, I hope you hit that armadillo pepper icon up in the corner. If you have any questions or comments on this video, leave them below.